A strange twist in the case of the hockey superstar accused of sexual assault. The lawyer for the woman accusing Chicago Blackhawks player Patrick Kane is speaking out, suggesting the evidence may have been tampered with. ABC's Ryan Smith has more on the case. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning to you, Robin. While Patrick Kane prepares for a hockey season less than 2 weeks away, his accuser's attorney in the sexual assault claim against him dropping a bombshell about potentially crucial evidence to this case. This morning, the investigation into sexual assault claims made against Chicago Blackhawks star Patrick Kane taking a bizarre turn.
The rape kit evidence bag was anonymously delivered to the home of my client's mother.
The attorney of Kane's accuser claiming her mother discovered this torn, empty evidence bag Tuesday afternoon, wedged into her door, suggesting the kit had been tampered with. But they don't know who left it or why.
We know this because the bag has a label on it. It contains my client's identity.
The police commissioner investigating the case quick to refute those claims, saying they have the kit and that all evidence related to this case remains in its original packaging. The NHL superstar's attorney also firing back, saying authorities told both sides that the kit reveals none of Kane's DNA was found below her waist.
We know a technician already reviewed the evidence, and we know he already said that the results are as follows, and then indicated Kane wasn't there.
The 26-year-old three-time Stanley Cup winner, who has not been charged with a crime, professed his innocence last week.
I am confident that once all of the facts are brought to light, I will be absolved of having done nothing wrong.
But the alleged victim's attorney claiming tampering could scuttle the star's prosecution and demanding answers. The alleged victim's lawyer wants an independent investigation, the police department collecting the evidence, saying that if there is one, they'll cooperate, and that their handling of the evidence is unassailable. And that's a quote from them. But how the bag got to the accuser's mom's doorstep and who did it remains a mystery, Robin.
Okay, Ryan, for more on the case, let's turn now to ABC's legal analyst, Dan Abrams. And you just scratch your head and go, what's going on?
Right. It either is the bag that had the rape kit or it isn't, right? I mean, it's sort of obvious. But if it is, this case is in big trouble if there was going to be any case. I mean, the notion that a piece of evidence so crucial in a case like this ends up on the accuser's mother's doorstep is so crazy. But there's also the possibility the authorities are right and that it's not actually the rape kit and then it's just a hoax. So it's a huge question as to is it or isn't it?
And it's so key in the case, which they have already said, as we heard in Ryan's report, that where the evidence is and is not.
That's right. And look, this is the accuser's lawyer, right? Usually it's the accuser and the prosecution working hand in hand. Here you have the accuser's lawyer sort of calling out the authorities and saying, we want an investigation. That makes it sound like the accuser's lawyer doesn't think there's going to be a prosecution. Because if there is, this whole incident, the press conference, the finding of it, the investigation, isn't helpful to any potential case.
And we have to remember, he hasn't been charged.
Absolutely.
And you think now with this possibility of
it certainly makes the possibility of it lower, that he's going to get charged. They've been investigating now for over a month. But you know, this sort of development and listening to the accuser's lawyer makes you think at least he doesn't think the charges are likely.
But thankfully, they're having a thorough investigation for both
and now
sides.
they're going to have to investigate this incident as well.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Strange story.
That is there.
Thanks, Robin.